The Trump administration announcing it will let in refugees from all countries as a 120-day ban on refugees comes to an end. The White House says it will at the same time enforce strict new background checks. Now, here are the guidelines. The U.S. will cap refugee admissions to 45,000. It will enhance procedures for vetting individuals. The U.S. will apply those standards across the board. Currently, men are vetted more stringently than women and children. Joining me now, American Islamic Forum for Democracy President Dr. Zudhi Jasser. Good to see you, Doctor.
Thank you, Liz. Good to be with you.
What do you think of these changes?
I think it's good. I think for anyone who said that the Trump administration was extreme and this was going to be a permanent ban, look, the ban's over, and now they're going to institute smarter policies, looking deeper dive into mining their social media, deeper dive into their familial connections, environment, etc. So this is very important. I will tell you, as a reformer and somebody focused on ideology, I'm still not hearing anything about how we're going to vet against Islamists. I don't know of any of the Muslim reform movement leaders that have been engaged. So I'm a little concerned that while we took the pause and now we're deeper mining, do they really have people on the front lines in Homeland Security that understand the difference between Islamism and Muslims that believe and embrace Western modernity? I don't know. I worry about that because I haven't heard any of the right verbiage as far as countering Islamism coming from sort of these new standards. Yeah,
it's an important point you made because you and I have talked about this check-the-box attitude in terms of the vetting that really sometimes has not worked. You know, here's another development. Maria Bartiromo is in Saudi Arabia. She spoke to the Crown Prince. Listen to what the Crown Prince said about clerical, basically, not extremists, just the hardline conservatives, and how he's done with that. Let's take a listen.
70% of the Saudi people are less than 30 years old. And quite frankly, we will not waste 30 years of our lives in dealing with extremist ideas. We will destroy them today.
Oh, he's going to destroy extremist ideas. You believe it?
Liz, we've heard this before. I mean, welcome to the Saudi Arabia public relations program. As the ISIS disappears, Saudis are going to try to fill the vacuum, which now we're finally going to turn the attention, rather than ISIS, to the founding fathers, which is the Wahhabi ideology coming out of their country. So we heard it after 9/11 when 15 of the 19 hijackers were from their country. We hear it over and over as we hit the whack-a-mole. And, you know, in 5 years they'll be telling us some new caliphate group they have nothing to do with. I'm not hearing anything about Islamism, about Wahhabism, about misogyny, about anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
All the ideas in their country that they foment, they're both the firefighters and the arsonists. So it's all window dressing for a Western public, if you will. And the future of the Middle East and anti-ISIS work is on the ground with the women's groups and others. It's not with these old monarchs. Even the younger version of them is still all the same.